welcome to IUP TV's The Big Hit, our very own sports TV show here at IUP. I have missed you guys all, and I hope you've missed us too, because we have a great semester full of shows for you. But before we go anywhere, we jump into our first show of the week. Here's a couple of things that went down since our last show in August. The NFL draft kicked off a week later with quarterbacks Jared Goff and Carson Wentz going 1 and 2, respectively. Ben Simmons goes number 1 to the Sixers. The Warriors come back from being down 3-1 against the Thunder, then blow the same lead to the Cavs in the finals. What happened to that? Who knows? Kevin Durant then leaves Oklahoma City to the Miami Warriors. Phil Kessel, Sidney Crosby, and Marc-Andre Fleury bring another Stanley Cup to the Pittsburgh. Awesome win. Michael Phelps wins 6 medals in his final Olympics, finishing his career that spanned 5 Olympics with 28 medals, 23 of them being gold. That's impressive. 19-year-old Katie Ledecky sets a couple world records, winning 3 individual freestyle events, defeating her 2000 gold in the 800-meter freestyle. You can't forget Usain Bolt remains the greatest sprinter ever, winning 3 golds, finishing his Olympic career in the style. After finally 7 months, football is finally back. My goodness, we've waited so long for the NFL, and now it's here. Buckle up, sports fans, because we've got a great team with some new faces this year. This is The Big Hit, the only sports show that matters. And welcome to The Big Hit. The NFL season is back, and I am so excited. I know you guys are all excited too. I'm here with Ishaq Muhammad and Darnell Turner, and we are going to talk some NFL. It's the second week, so we have not that much to talk about. We're going to make some early predictions. We're going to talk about the Steelers and the Eagles, and we're going to make, like I said, a bunch of predictions about the Super Bowl and the playoffs. Let's get started. Darnell, the Steelers are 2-0, as you know, so far. Le'Veon Bell isn't playing for another week, and we're still without our number 2 wide receiver, Martavis Bryant, for the season. My question to you guys are first, do the Steelers have the necessary pieces to make it to the Super Bowl? If not, what's holding them back?
Absolutely, they have the necessary pieces to make it to the Super Bowl.
Hello everyone, and welcome to IUP's very own sports television show, The Big Hit. If you love college basketball, golf, UFC fighting, and boxing, then today's segment was made just for you. I'm your host, Sarah Moltz, and today we are discussing some of those topics and more. We start the show today with another interesting episode of Face the Facts, where Cody Benjamin and Darnell Turner will be talking about drugs in professional sports and answer the question if whether or not drug use really goes on among professional athletes. But in more recent news, last night, number 1 seed North Carolina loses from a 3-point buzzer beater by Chris Jenkins, making Villanova this year's NCAA champions. Kevin Bohan and Darius Lately and I will be sitting down discussing March Madness as a whole and what team to look out for next season. And if you haven't heard, this Thursday through the 10th kicks off the 80th edition of the 2016 Masters Tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Sean Fritz and Jared Brown are back, talking about which golfer to keep an eye on, Tiger Woods and his no-show appearance in this week's Masters, and more. On July 9th, Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz are battling again at the UFC 200. Who will win and what's going on between Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley? Jeb Payne and Jose Villeneuve will have the answers for us soon on our UFC and boxing segment. Don't go anywhere yet. We end the show today with a 2-minute drill with Jose Villeneuve, who talks about the most interesting things you're never going to want to hear again. But whatever you do, don't switch tabs and stay tuned, because this is The Big Hit and you're not going to want to miss it. Hello sports lovers, and welcome to IUP's very own sports TV show, The Big Hit. We have a lot to talk about on our second to last show of the semester, so sad. But before we jump into it, I want to take a moment to say a huge congratulations to 3 people from our Big Hit family who won awards last week at the annual Com Banquet. These guys were competing against every other TV show and their members at IUP. Kyle Condor, one of our producers, won Best Producer, Andrew Friend won Best Promotions, and Jose Villeneuve won Best Crew Member. So congrats again. Thank you all for your help and dedication. Let me stop now before it gets super sappy, before I realize that it's the second to last show. Okay, and we have a lot in store for you today. Dennis Canis, Jared Brown, and Jose Villeneuve and I will be talking about the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio, Brazil. This is Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt's 4th and final year in the Olympics, while other athletes like Gabby Douglas and LeBron James are still dominating their respective sports. Then we hand over the show to Andrew Friend and Melissa Kitchen, who will be talking about our 5 Twitter polls the Big Hits Twitter has asked throughout the past week. Our second to last segment, we'll head to the hardwood with our NBA analyst Ishaq Muhammad and Darnell Turner, who will be breaking down all of your NBA playoff action. How can anyone dethrone Stephen Curry, and which teams will be your championship matchup? To end today's show, William Gaucher and Jose Villanueva closed out the 2-minute drill talking about UFC Conor McGregor and Mr. Party, Johnny Manziel. Enjoy the show. This is The Big Hit. And welcome back to The Big Hit. I'm here with Ishaq Muhammad and Darnell Turner, and we're talking some IUP football. Our IUP Crimson Hawks are 3-0 so far. They're doing fantastic this season. So far, they've won 73-42 over East Charlesburg. That was the first game. Our second game was against Cheney, 55-0, a complete shutout. And then we played Edinburgh last weekend, 56-28, another win for us, Crimson Hawks. Let's jump into it, gentlemen. As I mentioned before, IUP is 3-0, undefeated so far. IUP is second in the PSAC, averaging more than 60 points a game, but fifth in scoring allowed. We know their offense is multidimensional. We know there's a lot of players on our offensive line, all running backs, wide receivers, and Lenny Williams, our now sophomore quarterback, depends on. But is their defense a reflection of how fast the offense moves, or are we still have some issues we're trying to work out? What do you think, Darnell? Start us off.
I think that it's a little bit of both.
Saying goodbye is always really hard, especially to people that you are so thankful for and very blessed to have met. But with goodbyes come new beginnings and new hellos. And for our seniors here in our Big Hit family, we are saying welcome to the new life that they're going to be having after they graduate from IUP. With that said, my name is Sarah Moltz, and I'm here with Kyle Condor, William Gaucher, and Vaughn Donzel. And we're going to be starting our senior send-off segment. So, gentlemen, the time has come. I know you guys are all very sad. I know I am. Let's get to it. My first question for you guys is, what's the best memory you've had with your time here being at the Big Hit?
For me, it's, not just being here with these guys on segments, talking about sports. Us three have been on plenty of segments together.